Well, the Racing Success Foundation was formulated at the latter part of 2007 when I was introduced to a gentleman by the name of Graham Sharp, who is a big motorsport fan and had been involved in the commodities industry worldwide, and thought that there was a lot of young people who had talent but no money to progress their talent. And so we started in 2008 was our first season, with Oliver Turvey in Formula 3 and James Collado, who we all know about now, was in Formula 1. James hadn't driven a single-seater car until we put him in one that year. So, and we were also involved at that stage with Martin Hines, Zipcart, who of course had had Lewis Hamilton, David Coulthard and many others through his hands over the years, and was known as Mr. Karting in the UK. So they were the three elements of the foundation at that stage. Well, basically at the moment we've a number of drivers, and we've also involved ourselves in motorcycle racing. If we talk about the drivers, then there's James Collado, who of course races with ART. It's his third season with the team. We started in GP3, he was obviously in GP2 last year, and we're just at the beginning of the GP2 season in 2013. Jack Harvey had also moved. Jack won the Formula 3 Championship in the UK. He's now with ART in France and will compete in the GP3 Championship this year. Underneath that we have Jay Dennis and Oliver Rowland, both of which will be doing Eurocup. Then of course we've got Ben Barnicoat here with the ART karting team, and then we have three other young karters in the UK, again riding in ART chassis. So we're getting a little bit wedded now to ART. I can't understand the reason for that, other than they're a pretty good organisation. Well, ART have always impressed. I mean, if you think of the number of people who are in Formula 1 now who have been through the ART system, it's extremely impressive. And on that road it's quite important that not only do we wish to race with teams who are competitive and have the opportunity of winning, but where the drivers also get good preparation and education to prepare them for the next level of the sport. And I think ART have exceptional qualities in that area. And I know James in GP2 has really found that the analytical approach, the work ethic and the general direction of the team is what is needed to get these people up to a level of where the Formula 1 organisations respect them and look at their talent. Well, I guess everything within the foundation, if you like, I think President Kennedy had something on his desk that said the buck stops here, and I guess that's the same with me. So all the elements of driver management, not only from the development of the driver within the car and his racing skills, but also looking at the development of the person, which I believe is also equally important. Taking care, of course, that at the earlier days that education is not sacrificed for racing. Education is a very important platform for whatever these guys do in life. If they don't make it in motorsport, they need to be doing something else. If they do make it in motorsport, they need to be articulate, they need to be bright, intelligent, in order to forge a relationship of depth with the team. We also take care of their physical training. We use Porsche Performance Centre at Silverstone, and mind coaching, where we have Don McPherson, who's been with us now for 4 years or more, looking after the mental side. So anything, and of course integrating with and interacting with the families and managing all the emotions that obviously go on in that area. So it's a pretty full-time job now. Ben Barnicoat. Well, Martin Hines again was the individual who spotted Ben and his talent, and he was with us for a year. Then he went with another team for a year, and of course he's been back with us, and since he's been back I think he's made extraordinary progress. I think we're very fond of Ben. We're very respectful, I think, of his talent. He's done, and particularly since he's been with ART and karting, I think he's forged an extraordinary relationship here, and he's very well respected. So He's a talent. He's got a good attitude about him. He's a competitive animal, and so I'm sure Ben will be in the foundation for quite a number of years. The next thing on his agenda and our agenda for him will be to move him into single seaters. Into what and how and when, yet to be decided.